Hi, finally, that's the title of this entry, which is my first podcast, May 20th, 2018. Finally, because I'm tired of depriving the world of my spewings. But anyway, my name is Todd Bratcher, and I'm recording a podcast. This is kind of a test run. I don't expect anybody really to take the time to listen to this anyway. I just like the sound of my own voice, even though I sound like a hick. Um, just to get in the habit of whoring myself out to sponsors, because I'm sure I'll have plenty soon. I'm just going to, let's see, a couple of things around the house here. That's going to be my sponsors. This episode is sponsored by Previa, 0-calorie sweetener with sucralose. If you can't afford Splenda, buy Previa. We give you brain cancer slower than aspartame. And it says, the Kroger thing says, from our family years. Murray sugar-free cookies for the diabetic in your life. I have, my mom won't be listening to this. Well, who will be? But pecan shortbread, she gave it to me. I went to see her on Mother's Day, this box. She always gives me these cookies. Now with extra cookies, it says on the label. So instead of 15 pieces of deliciousness, there's like 18 extra cookies. Yeah, Murray sugar-free cookies. When you don't have any plywood, you have us. And let's see, Guyaki Yerba Mate organic brand tea, which I'm drinking right now. Very important. It gives me clarity, it gives me energy, and it keeps me youthful. But anyway, it's time to cue up the music. So hang on just a second. Well, fuck. The music didn't work. I'll get that fixed soon. So this podcast, and I just said fuck. So if you don't like, there's going to be more episodes coming. So just a little, thing, a little warning. You don't like harsh language, probably don't listen. If you like things all organized and what's the word I'm thinking of? If you like things that make sense, you probably need to look elsewhere. So anyway, one thing I'm going to talk about real quick is because if I say something's cool, well then it's cool and it's good. Is a book I just read. I have a really good friend by the name of Melinda. She's probably not listening, but hi, Melinda. She gave me a Kindle some time back, and I'm adapting to the world of Kindle or whatever, using a Kindle. I love it. It's one of the most appropriate gifts I've ever gotten, except for sugar-free cookies. But anyway, on my Kindle device, I just read a book called Own the Day, Own Your Life, and it's written by a guy named Aubrey Marcus, and he is the founder and CEO of Onnit. Onnit sells various supplements, vitamins, minerals, stuff to make you smart, things of that nature. I'm not going to pimp out the stuff. I don't know enough about it, but that's who he is. Optimized practices for waking, working, learning, eating, training, sleeping, playing, and sex. It's a really good book. I like things that fall into the self-help category, but it's not too much Pollyanna, sunshine and rainbows and lollipops bullshit. There's a lot of cuss words in it. I mean, that gets a couple of points right there. Basically, all the subjects that he just mentioned, or that I just mentioned, from his cover are covered in here. It's a really good book. There's a lot of different exercises in it too that are pretty cool. He's got this really hot girl that kind of helps him do some of the the pictures of the weightlifting exercises. He throws some yoga in there, But anyway, it's a really good book. And the coolest thing about the Kindle, going back to that, is I have discovered how to highlight in that. Kudos to me. Well, I didn't know. I'm sure a bunch of you out there, well, none of you, because there's nobody listening, would be like, well, jackass, what's the big deal about that? Well, I've had it 6 months, and there's certain books that I like to highlight stuff because I'm old school. And like I said, I love reading the Kindle, but I didn't know how to do that until reading this book. I've highlighted all kinds of cool stuff in it, and I'm so proud. It makes me really happy. Things like that make me happy. Anyway, there's going to be more entries. I'm going to talk about movies that I like. I'm going to talk about books that I like. And I'm going to talk about music, new and old, mostly old, because I'm old, that I like. And if you take the time to listen to it, which you probably got better things to do, I think you'll enjoy it. If nothing else, you get a chance to listen to my sick humor and sarcasm and very, very clever wit. Anyway, thank you for listening. Welcome to my podcast.